Last time on Phandelver and Below, the party finally got to Zorzula's Rest, and by finally I mean like maybe a session after we learned about it, which is pretty good for us. Then I smelled rotten eggs and turned out to be sulfur. They were towering stone double doors that we did not go through because we wanted to be sneaky, so we went through one of the two secret entrances. I think we went to the west one, which was more of a vent.
Yes, you climbed in the vent for a hot spring.
Yeah, and then there was a depressed door, so Tip went up and talked to it and made it not depressed. Or maybe made it more depressed, considering how you would take that. I think the hot spring was magical, but we didn't do anything with that, because Robert didn't tell us. The door was Dwergar craft, and inside the door we smelled poopy. And we were in a room of poopy, and I had to escape. And so I ran into a room with a bunch of goblins, used magic and the help of my friends to kill them. And then we continued into the facility where we found more goblins and some undead Dwergars who were covered in crystals and were miming the job they probably did when they were alive. We killed those guys, or sent them back to the land of the soulless, and then we genocided the goblins. And then we broke into Ruxatid's room, found some cool loot, one of which being a ceramic jar that was literally talking to us. And Gerald smashed it on the ground, Thea smashed it on the ground, and popped out was a ash dwarf who said mind flayers trapped him in the jar.
His name was Holdak.
Yep, that's all we need to know. Holdjack Hollowhelm.
Yes, there we go. Seems he is the spirit of a Drugar that was once here that had been trapped in a jar and is now made of ash.
Remind me again why the Mind Flayers specifically put you in a jar, Holdrak? Why aren't there any other dwarf jars?
It could be because I was the last mining captain here.
Oh. So what?
Going down with the ship.
Everyone left you behind?
Well, no. We tried fighting. Several people died. They didn't really talk to me after they put me in a jar. They just sort of left me here.
So you don't know why they put you in the jar?
No.
You're not special in any way?
Maybe.
Well, what do you want to do
Being
now?
very vague.
Yeah, that is very vague. What is your plan now that you're free? Where are you gonna go? Can we put your soul to rest? Are you a ghost or are you still a living
Probably
thing?
see if they did anything similar to my fellows and go back to the Underdark.
Sorry, what was that the answer to? What question? Because I asked, are you a ghost?
What I was going to do with myself? No, I don't think so. You see one of his fingers, he pokes himself, and it's sort of, his skin indents because it's made of ash, and then comes back out. I mean, I can touch myself.
Okay. Well, that's always good. What would you do with the rest of your life if you couldn't? I mean, sheesh.
Hunt someone, I guess?
That was a masturbation joke.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, we don't do that. Drogar, don't do that.
Oh, come on. I know a few of you back in the day. Sort of wicked and whacking it, you feel me?
Well, at least they didn't in my time.
Yeah, well, y'all some boomers. Sorry, I'm not trying to disrespect you. I'm just saying, exploring oneself is, an important part of, self-expression and stuff like that. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Gerald, Thea, Robert.
Sorry, just to be clear to everyone, this conversation's happening after you guys came in here, looted the place, and then fell asleep for 8 hours, and then you got back up and just immediately started
Aura started harassing this poor dwarf.
Come on, why don't you mess
Robert, you're not bringing that badger with us, are you?
Define with us.
I mean, dragging it down into this facility and...
No, but I am kidnapping it when we leave.
Well, maybe don't use that word, because if you're kidnapping it, is it your friend, or are you magically compelling it to follow you?
I think she thinks she's my friend.
That's a horrible
You see the
answer.
badger is sort of resting its head on Robert's lap.
Patting her on the head.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'm all for you being able to hold that thing back at first light or something like that, or maybe bring it back to Phandelver, but I just fear consequences if we, drag it into all of our deadly adventures. Although, they were around a bunch of goblins, and the goblins didn't attack it, so maybe there's some magical thing with this badger where anybody despite how evil they are, that sees it has to make a friend with it. Maybe that's why you made a friend with it, despite how evil you are.
I'm not trying to get people to masturbate.
Yeah, that's the most evil thing I could think of, is not wanting people to. Mr. Dwarf. Anyway.
I didn't shame anyone for doing it. I'm just saying Drugar typically as a race don't.
Why do you think that is?
Because if you get caught with your pants down in the Underdark, you're going to end up as someone's food.
Yeah, but like... Never mind. Let's talk about what has happened in the last few hours. So, we killed dead Dwargar. We killed a bunch of goblins. Probably, if there was a law about like how many things you're allowed to kill, I'm sure we've broken that law many times by now.
These are not like things that are protected by law. These are not like valuable contributors to society.
Yeah, I mean, maybe not our law. I don't think Neverwinter's going to be upset about it, but, you know, listen.
You guys actually read laws?
I can't read at all, not the common language.
We gotta finish the job. Finish the job.
Listen, I'm just wondering if you think these people had families.
Who fucking cares?
Not anymore.
Their families probably do.
Yeah,
Not when I'm done with them.
I think this is a weird time to be taking a moral high ground against the people that were trying to murder us.
Listen. It's not about the moral high ground. It's just sometimes you have to sit back and think about the consequences of your actions, no? Is that so bad? You're talking like you're talking about the masturbation from the Dwargar.
I mean...
I'm just going to compare everything to that now.
These same degenerate scum are the people that are running rampant in my hometown. They're hurting the people, they're stealing their things, they're destroying their homes.
Yes.
I can't stand for this. I don't care about their families. They're affecting my family, the family of Phandelver. So fuck them.
Jesus.
We gotta finish the job.
Listen, I get it, Frito, I do, but at the same time, there's levels to this. These goblins were not in Phandelver. We don't know that they were. We can't just blame all goblins for the problems. The same way you want to genocide all bugbears, even though you said you didn't, and then you keep trying to do it.
When did I say I didn't? That was definitely me not thinking straight.
Immediately after, I said, we're not going to genocide all bugbears, right? You're like, no, just the Kragmod bugbears.
Just the bad ones.
Yeah.
Just all of them, which are all the bad ones, yeah.
Look, we can keep killing goblins or whatever, I just,
Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them all.
I just want to remind you all that, like...
Before or after we kill them?
2 months ago, you tried to make me feel like the bad guy for wanting to keep a deal, but now I'm the bad guy for having any sort of compassion for goblins.
They're different and it's wrong.
I feel crazy around you people.
You people?
Yeah, you people.
Yeah. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
All of you. Except maybe Bessie. She hasn't said anything mean to me yet, but she might be in a different language, I don't know.
I'm just saying,
Bessie
this compassion you feel for
trots
them.
over to you and just sort of looks up at you expecting a head pat.
You're a spy.
You're not real.
Frito.
All this compassion you have for these goblins and bugbears and their fucking filth. If you walked up on the street and they passed you, they would try and kill you, they would try and rob you, they would try and fucking do everything evil to you. And I'm just so confused why we're having this compassion, or supposed to have compassion for these things. They're not contributing to society.
You know what you sound like the people that hate Drow. That's what you sound like right now. Because that's the type of shit that people say about Drow when I come up to the surface.
Yeah, except there are Drow that are in what we call, quote-unquote, civilized society. I believe you have a friend in Phandelver who is a Drow that you've met with. I think it's unlikely that if Drow were as bad as, and I agree, many people are very unfair to the Drow, and that is a very valid point, but Drow do not come up to the surface and try and rob people and kill them and steal their friends away and kill their brothers. Fuck them all. I hate them.
Oh, brother. I mean, I do come up to the surface and steal things. You realize that, right?
Well, yeah, but you do it to, like, bad people, right? Only? not like only good people.
Yeah.
I'm trying to cut you some slack here, man.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Let's stop talking about goblins. I didn't realize how much you hated them. Jesus Christ.
I think we should just blow this fucking place up after we are done killing all these people.
Would you kill a goblin child?
It's probably a case-by-case scenario, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Did it look at me weird?
Oh.
exactly. See, Big Bobby gets it.
Nick,
Why
are you
can't
flipping
you?
your toenails again?
Huh? Oh, sorry.
Sounds like he's flipping like a knife or something.
Sounds like he's getting ready to murder some goblins.
Calm down, Frito. Calm down. We killed all the
Talking
goblins.
too much.
What the? How do we make any
Let's talk
decisions?
more genocide.
Jesus, he's saying the words.
These
He's
same
saying
goblins
the words.
were in
I'm the bad guy.
Phandelver.
He's saying
It's
the words.
the exact.
If-
I don't care about their families. I don't care about what they do. These are obstacles that must be eliminated from this society, from this world.
Jesus Christ. I mean, Jesus Chrome.
Oris, this is for the best. We must go deeper into this fucked up ass cavern. Just get rid of the rest of them.
You know, I'm kind of a little bit of a hypocrite because I know for a fact that there are races, like Mind Flayers, that are mostly evil, but there are some Mind Flayers that, you know, stray away from that path. And also, there's a very good chance that these goblins are being mind-controlled, and, you know, maybe we should shame them for being so stupid as to be mind-controlled, and thus their race deserves to be genocided. I just, you know, we're one drow raid away from Frito exiling me from Phandelver. I'm just trying to be careful is all. Alright, let's go kill goblins.
Yay!
The badger stays here.
Oh.
My offer to guide you through the mines is still up, if you would like it.
That's up to the Crusaders. I'm not making that decision.
Time to eliminate anyone that gets in our way.
So yeah, you might want to move out of the way, Ash Dwarf.
Alright, well, thank you all for freeing me. I hope I was able to repay you enough with the treasure in the vault. I wish you luck finding Ruth Sithid and whatever you need to do with him.
Yep.
You want to keep track of Bessie here until we get back?
Oh,
Or die
sure.
horribly?
Me die? Are you saying I'll die horribly right now if I don't take care of Bessie?
No.
Oh,
Ideally not.
oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't even know if you can die, to be honest.
Well, I'll take Bessie, I guess. The two
I
of
mean,
them
you're
just
already
start-
cremated.
The two of them start playing something. I
He
don't know.
doesn't know what a cream.
We've already established this. He doesn't masturbate.
That man, you could say he hates Scream.
There's a reason his hair is blue.
Alright, can we leave this
It's
fucking room?
actually a hair. It's just really spiky now. Let me out of this room. Help.
Oh yeah, the door.
Oris can't say anything without pissing somebody off. I feel so strange.
You guys discovered last time 2 ways further into the mine. Either taking the carts in the room with the pantomiming dwarf zombie creatures, or the elevator you fixed.
I believe we wanted to climb into the buckets.
You still
Yeah.
wish to climb into the buckets.
Yizzer.
It's bucket time.
Yizerski. I'm trying to get buckets.
All right. Everyone gathers up and walks back down the hallway, past the kitchen, past the bodies littering the dining room, into the old forge. And the carts are still moving from last night or morning. It's hard to tell now that you're in a cave what type of day it is. I also forgot what time of day you got here. So,
This whole facility smells like sin.
well, it smells like sulfur.
Alright, Robert, how do we bucket?
How high are they? Above us?
Can
They are 20 feet above you.
they get much higher?
So high.
So anyone who wants to climb up and ride the buckets will need to give me an acrobatics check.
Easy. 15.
Mama ain't raised no bitch riding the buckets. 19.
Robert,
Robert's just gonna levitate up to one of the buckets.
you're going to use your
Mama raised a
daily
bitch.
use to fly, or you're going to finally use your racial ability, levitate.
Yeah.
Ooh.
For like
You
the
see-
second time in this entire campaign.
You see Robert just sort of start floating up because he's made of air and get in one of the buckets. The rest of you have to sort of time it perfectly where you grab the bottom of the bucket, use the momentum of it moving to swing yourself up, grab onto the side, and pull yourself in. Everyone succeeded on doing that, and I assume Tip, who can fly, just sort of flies up and joins you.
No, Chip gets in his own bucket.
Tip gets in his own bucket. He's like, Tip! Except he says that now. Yeah, he speaks more than that.
He's got a grown-ass man's voice.
We.
I'm glad you're having fun. Oh, God.
It takes you around. Who's in the first bucket?
I bet Robert probably is.
Yeah, probably me.
Why don't we just go in the order we're kind of in on Roll20? Robert, me, Thea, Frito, Tip. Oh God, where are we going?
It's so dark. Ah.
Yeah, sorry. Let me feel.
Oh. So does this thing go down?
Yes. It goes down. It's sort of like a roller coaster. Takes maybe 10 minutes, and then at the bottom, it spits you out down here. Stacks of crate fill this chamber. Some are half covered by dusty tarps that barely hide the ore within, while others are nailed shut. The creak of metal echoes from a conveyor belt of buckets that run from the floor of the cavern to a hole near the ceiling, which you just came down. A set of minecart tracks pass through the northwest end of the cavern, and a massive conical iron drill, its insides roaring alight with a blazing red fire, charges towards you with a piercing screech. That's not really piercing, but...
Piercing enough for your mic to cut out.
Perfect.
Boom.
Oh!
And this comes charging at you as you come out of the tunnels. We are going to roll for initiative.
Shit!
Yeah.
We just bucketed our way into a blender.
Pretty much.
I got a natural 10.
I got
A natural 10.
unnatural 10.
That means you got
a natural 11, which is a 15.
Robert got a 15. You got a 10. So you actually got what, Frito?
I got a natural 10.
Unnatural. I thought you said natural.
No, I said natural.
So, so you got a 13?
No, I got a 10.
Okay.
My brain!
Stop you confusing me.
Get pranked.
He's got the goblin sickness. Get him.
You see this drill. Roll me perception, Robert, as you're the first one to come screaming into this room and just be met with this flaming monstrosity of a drill just charging at you.
Well, it's gonna be a 16 to perceive the drill.
Alright, 16. You see nothing is operating. So this is a semi-sentient drill charging at you.
What? Like an automative drill?
Hey yo, this drill is alive.
Hey yo!
Hey
So
yo.
I love drill.
It charges and then is going to stop about here. You're 20 feet up. It's huge, so it's probably can reach you.
What the hell?
What the hell?
Is this the biggest thing we've ever seen as far as an enemy goes?
Yes.
Bigger than the dragon?
So it's 10 by 10 in its object nature. So it gets close to you, and then I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Just
my
Robert,
God.
right?
Yes, just
You didn't
Robert.
even volunteer for this. I said
14. Go die, Robert.
You said 14?
Yeah.
Okay. You take 8, 16, 19 fire damage as just a burst of fire erupts in a 30-foot sphere around it, heavily burning you. You see it then
It's scared of
back
itself.
up.
It's running away.
that way a little bit. That is then going to bring us to Robert, who at the start of your turn, the minecart is going to carry you forward 4 spaces.
A little asshole. What the fuck? Alright, I'm gonna get out of my bucket and then float to the ground.
Alright, you float to the ground.
How much down is that from wherever the...
How down?
Walking
Brad?
10 feet, yes.
And I'll move over here. And... yeah, that's it.
That's it. Alright. Next up is Frito. And then because Frito is sort of last in our thing, We're going to actually have you guys. It takes about 10 minutes. So Oris is going to spit out, and then everyone else is sort of still in the tunnel coming down here. You're not quite in view of this combat yet.
What the hell? What even attacked you, Robert? There's nothing out here.
But you can hear the sound. You heard like the roaring of a fire and Robert getting horribly burned as he went down. So is there any preparation you want to do, Frito?
Quick, do a 10-minute speech in 6 seconds.
Got you.
I was gonna do that. I'll just ready a cold damage chromatic orb.
To attack anything you see on fire. You hit Rob. I'm kidding. All right, Oris, that is going to be you as you spill out into this storage area. And you see this big flaming drill and a heavily singed and burned Robert off in one corner, and a lot of the mining equipment out here that you're rumbling along looks also heavily singed recently.
Does it look like this thing's gonna go all the way around and then keep going somewhere?
Give me animal handling.
Animal handling?
Yeah, animal handling. That makes sense.
5?
5. You're not quite sure what this drill is, or even if this is... You assume this is what attacked Robert, because it's the thing that's on fire. But it's backing up, so Robert might have it on the run.
Or it's backing up so it can drill him to death.
That is also a possibility.
Do I have anything that might damage this thing? I'm gonna bonus action Hex and then Eldritch Blast it, I guess.
And this isn't the one that debuffs something, correct?
This one is.
Alright, so what are you debuffing?
I don't know, it's a fucking sentient drill. I guess I'll do Wisdom in case Robert wants to do something to it. Is it Wisdom that you usually use? I don't fucking remember.
Eldritch Blast. Give me a roll.
24.
That hits.
Alright, so that's gonna be 6 plus wherever my spell is. 8 damage. Force damage.
You release from your sword your blast of bluish green, right?
Bluish purple.
Bluish purple energy. It slams into this monstrosity and you see it dent the drill a little bit.
Well, that's productive, right? Holy shit, this thing is huge! Fuck!
It is.
I start. Or it starts
movement?
actually screaming. I can't move the bucket, can I?
You can't move the bucket, but you could get out of the bucket.
I'm gonna stay in the bucket.
Let's stay in the bucket. All right. That will bring us back up to the top with the fiendish augur.
Did Thea
You
not
could.
go?
She was behind you. So next turn she'll.
So her turn doesn't move me any like Frito's did?
True. That is what I was doing. Not yet.
Okay.
That's gonna bring us back up to the top with the fiendish augur. Haha, said that. And it charges straight at Robert and rams into him with its drill. All right. Dang. Does a 15 hit you?
No.
It looks like it's just about to like plow directly into your face, and you duck out of the way and scoot a little bit, and it misses. All right. That is going to be its turn, which then will bring us to the top. So you're going to move forward, Oris, a little bit, and then Thea will get dumped out behind you. You guys with more space. We'll do that. So Robert, that is you now.
Okay. I'm gonna whisper sexy little things into its ear.
What ear?
I'm gonna need a wisdom save.
All right.
Into its cogwheel.
Guess it has disadvantage. All right. It got. What is it trying to beat?
15.
All right. It failed.
Rah!
So what happens?
Oh, that I'm rolling damage.
Taking too long. We're gonna leave you behind.
Ah!
Robert, get back in the fucking bucket!
That would be 25 whisper damage. Psychic damage.
These buckets are just continuously moving, right? They won't stop if we get out of them?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, when you guys fixed it, you sort of just turned it on.
Yeah.
Toggled it.
Anything else Robert would like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna move over a bit. And 15 under Dylan over here.
All right. And then that's gonna bring us to Frito, and then because on Frito's turn, I moved people last time. I'm gonna move.
Is Under Dylan like the Underdark, but just full of me?
Yeah, scary.
That is terrifying.
Everyone is now on the field of battle. That brings us to Frito. Frito, you spill out of the tunnel. I don't know if you're having excitement or not on the roller coaster of it, and you come in and you just see this giant monstrosity of a drill attacking your friends.
He gets a
Holy shit.
free attack, no, or something like that.
Yes, you did prepare an action, so I'll say you did that as the cart moved you in.
Time for my chromatic orb. Cold damage. Activate. Fuck. Does a 11 hit?
Unfortunately, as you come out, you're so shocked. This out of everything, you're expecting maybe a bunch of goblins. You weren't expecting a giant drill, so you unfortunately go wide and hit the wall.
Shit.
Wide Frito.
But it is
Wide
now
right. Call me Anders Carlson.
your turn.
See, I'm just gonna try again with the chromatic orb.
All right,
How about a unnatural 20?
that will hit.
Alright, 3d8s of damage. And the result is OMG 18 damage.
Your burst of cold energy slams into it and looks like it cools the fire a little bit, but it's still burning brightly.
God damn it.
Any movement? Bonus actions?
I'm gonna cunning action disengage to hop down.
All right, I will need a acrobatics throw.
11.
11. All right. You go to get out of the bucket and your foot accidentally gets caught on it, so you fall on the ground and take 4 points of falling damage
Ow.
as you face plant and then scramble up and get away from the drill.
Frito's gonna blame a goblin for that.
Anything else?
I'll just move right here.
Right there. All right. That brings us to Oris.
Do my boots of striding and springing give me any advantage on trying to leap out of this thing?
I'd say you can have advantage because you can jump 3 times your normal distance while you're wearing them.
Okay. I want to try to jump down. So
Alright.
acrobatics.
Yes.
Well, the first one's a 5. Second one is a 4. So I think I'm going to be taking damage.
Yes.
I try to
but
do
you
a
only
combat roll out of the bucket and I land on my head.
You jump to do it, but you forget you're wearing the boots, in all honesty, and you accidentally jump higher than you meant to.
Bunk my head on the ceiling.
So you lose control and face plant into the ground, much like Frito did, but you only take 1 damage.
I think I broke my nose. My nozzle. Okay, I'm gonna now combat roll over here and Eldritch Blast the hoe.
Yes, give me a roll.
That'll be a 21,
That hit.
which will do 4 damage plus 9 damage. So 9 damage. Yep.
You once again dent the metal of its drill farther.
How much movement did it take to jump out?
I'd say you moved, especially because you fell flat on your feet and then used half movement to stand up.
Okay. That's my turn.
All right, Thea will now join those who have attempted to get out.
Since I didn't use a bonus action because I already hexed, can I have tip attack as well?
Yeah.
Okay. He's gonna fly out of the bucket and be like, "Hell no, this is not how this is gonna end." For me, Mr. Tip, the greatest creature that's ever been. Sorry, I'm buying time while I figure out what his attack is. +5. Let's go. That's gonna be a 10.
He goes and he stabs his tail like you have into the drill, and it just sort of glances off of it.
Better
This is a
luck
very
next time.
well-made drill.
Tip.
All right. Unfortunately for Thea, she has -1 to acrobatics,
Stay in the bucket.
so she failed as well, taking 3 points of falling damage as all 3 people who could not float tried to get out of the buckets, tripped over them, or jumped too far, just face plant onto the ground.
The only witnesses we have are each other and this drill native.
No one says anything. Then she'll take half her movement to stand up and attack the drill.
Drill
She has
Collins.
2 attacks. I'll roll both of them. 1 misses. Nope, that's 7. It might still hit.
Drill up to Frank
It does
Drill.
hit. So I'll roll damage.
Lou Drilliums. Drillium 4.
Right. She does 23 damage to the drill. on the first attack.
Huge.
And then on the second one, 11 damage to the creature as she cuts the sword along its more vulnerable internal gears. However, you do notice that as she attacks with what is typically very powerful weapon swings because her sword's on fire, the fire of her sword sort of just merges with the fire of the drill and doesn't do anything.
No.
Who would have thought the giant thing that's on fire is immune to fire?
That's got to be Cap.
All right,
Want a second opinion?
to bring us back up to the drill. Who
He's gonna start playing drill music. I'm so funny.
is going to go after Robert? Does a 24 hit you?
Yep.
All right. You take 14 piercing damage, and then a further 11 fire damage. So, did you fall unconscious?
Yeah, I'm done.
Robert passes out as he is now slammed into by a giant drill, and his insides get messed up a little bit and torn apart. He gets shooken. Robert gets drilled.
Ah.
Something he typically enjoys, but not in this moment.
I wouldn't mind drilling Robert.
That is going to be the drill's turn. Saving throw from Robert.
16.
16. All right, that's a success. That brings us to Frito.
All right, Frito is gonna slide to the left and attack with my rapier.
All right, give me a roll.
Actually, I know that this doesn't hit, so I'm gonna just attack with my dagger then.
All right.
What the fuck? I rolled 2 4s in a row. God damn it.
Unfortunately, your weapons just start clanging off the metal of the drill, not catching any sensitive or vital areas to its survival.
God damn it. Alright. That's all I got then.
Well, what's your plus modifier?
In both, it was 7.
That's not enough, unfortunately, to get you to the AC. Bonus action movement?
Nope.
Use bonus action movement? No. Okay. Horus, that is you.
We've fought every kind of monster and demon and ghoul in this fucking world, and it's a drill that does us in. I think not. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it.
All right, give me a roll.
17.
That hits.
Alright, so that's gonna be 11 damage.
All right. One last powerful blast of energy slams into the dent you had been repeatedly smashing into its side, and it finally pierces the metal into the components. And the drill stops spinning, and the fire dies away and goes out as the drill no longer exists.
Can I run over to Robert and pour a greater healing potion in his mouth?
Would you like Thea to just use her free healing with the lay on hands?
I mean, she can, but she might need to use it later.
All right, potion of healing. Are you using a full action to be very careful?
Yes.
All right, then you get the full amount of health that you can get from that potion.
So 4d4 plus 4.
So that is
Damn.
20 health that you get back.
Robert, quickly pour some holy water on this bitch!
I wake up and that being the first thing I hear, I'm like, oh, all right.
Just
All right, you
pissing off.
douse, just to make sure with your other deals with fiery beings, douse it in holy water to make sure it can't come back.
Back from whence you came.
Does this drill...
Everyone
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Gets 450 experience.
Woo!
450. Oh my god.
We're rolling in it these days. Does this drill have any sort of, like, branding or, like, house sigil on it? Like a dwarven family or something? Or is it just a drill?
Give me investigation.
Sure thing. Natural 22.
All right. You start looking over the drill. You do see some symbols etched into it, but you quite quickly recognize it as just like the crest that you saw above the front door. So you assume it just means this belonged to Zorzula's Rest.
Okay.
But you do, on further investigation inside, you notice some other runes, and it looks like what was powering the drill and giving it sentience was a wicked spirit bound to the drill, giving it power and life.
Ah. Did we destroy that spirit?
The runes no longer glow.
Cool. Okay, guys. Good news and bad news. The good news is there wasn't actually a drill with a brain that was a drill's brain trying to kill us just because it was a drill. So I don't think we have to worry about
So
that
wasn't
anymore.
The king brain.
It was not the king brain that was controlling this thing. It was a... The bad news is these creatures have figured out how to put wicked spirits inside of things like giant fucking drills. So if you see a floating pickaxe, run the fuck away.
Wicked, like doing a kickflip, or
You know what? Actually,
that.
when I was reading about these things in the book, I didn't clarify which kind of wicked it was. So it kind of was wicked how that thing was kicking your ass, no offense. So maybe that's what it means. There's something cool about being murdered by a drill.
yeah, maybe we shouldn't have killed it.
I know, right? I kind of want to die now. Anyway, do we want to get back on the buckets, or should we look around before we do that?
I think look around first.
Yeah.
Investigation time.
Investigation
People want to
station.
roll? Investigation, give me a roll.
19.
19,
13.
Damn, son. 15.
15,
Get a 17, Thea.
17. All right.
She did?
Uh,
That is
you
incredible.
start looking around at what was being stored here. You notice 4 crates that stand out to you of particular interest and value as you rummage around. One of them is already open, and you believe, just estimating at it, contains, you would imagine to be about 30 pounds of unrefined iron ore.
Ooh.
There's also 3 smaller crates that are sealed around the chamber. You go to attempt to just open them up normally, and they are unfortunately unable to open. If you would like to try, I will need an athletics check.
Thea.
I got it, fellas.
Okay.
All right.
Ha! 10, baby.
All right. You go and you're like, I got this.
Wait.
Hope he's dying.
I have an idea. Frito, there's goblins
Yeah.
inside that crate. Does he get advantage now?
Help action. Roll again.
There's a bugbear in there.
The sound
ghost
sudden
is any
I
balls at.
rip open the crate with the 16.
Yep. You open up one of the crates. And as you open it, you're shocked to find inside a translucent light blue crystal shard veined with indigo light.
What the fuck is that?
And you can add to your inventory a gem of brightness.
Does it smell like eggs? Is it causing that fucking smell? Is that what eggs look like, Robert?
It's what one of my eggs look like, yeah.
We'll dig deeper into that later. I want to write a biography about you when we finish up all this violence. The life and times of Robert.
There are
Pea
still
people.
2 other crates.
Pea people?
The pea people.
I added a P, sorry. I'm just gonna motion for Thea to try to open them.
All right. She goes to the first one with a 14 on the die, and adding 8 to that. She goes over, one hand grabs one end of the crate and just rips the lid right off.
A little bit of elbow grease, all it takes.
Yeah. And having one of your stronger characters who is proficient in athletics do it. Oh.
Yeah.
Inside, you find, as you look in after Thea's handiwork, 4 large chunks of blue quartz.
Who painted these quartz?
Owie.
That's going in the book.
It looks natural.
Does that interest anybody? Have I?
Interest me.
Okay.
Looks cool.
All
Unless
right.
somebody else wants it.
Throw it in your sack.
Yay!
You now have 4 large chunks of amethyst.
Santa style.
Not amethyst, quartz.
Oh my god, they changed.
They're
I just can't read.
magical eggs.
There's one last crate. Do we wish Thea to bust that one open too?
I'm gonna crack my knuckles and give it a try.
All right,
Bust
give me
it
a roll.
open, my wife.
Athletics, right?
Yep.
I keep forgetting I have these gauntlets of strength. 19.
That. You also one-handed rip the crate open,
Light
and
work.
inside, you find a fist-sized amethyst.
Holy shit, Robert, come get this thing.
Oh my god.
This dude's got a gem museum in his fucking backpack.
Right. That, as you finish looking around, appears to be everything worth taking in the area.
Okay.
So I believe the way the map depicts it is a little strange, but there's essentially three, I believe, four exits from this area. One is the buckets again. The other one is a little, this here appears to be a ramp going over the tracks that spit out to the north. And then you also can head either up the tracks this way, up the tracks this way, or there is also a hallway over here.
Can we see
Behind
anything
you.
down that hallway?
Yes, you have ridiculous dark vision, don't you? Like 120 feet.
Yeah.
Looking down it, what you can see,
Oh.
you see the railroad tracks, and then eventually it looks like it leads into a crystal area, and the minecart tracks must loop around because you see them above it as well.
Robert, if you had to rank killing ferns or finding crystals, what sort of tier would they be on?
Finding crystals is slightly higher on the list to killing ferns.
Hey, buddy, I found something real dope then.
Oh?
There is a whole hallway full of crystals down this rail track.
Oh my god! I start sprinting in that direction.
All right, you
Push
sprint
me onto
off
the
in
ground.
that direction.
My real wife.
Guffaw!
The crystals are here.
I use half my movement to get back up.
All right. You get up and you run down the hallway, and as you run, you keep running. Does anyone follow him? 'Cause he can't see anything.
I'm just sort of stood.
No, I can see now. I have goggles on.
Oh yeah, I forgot I gave you those goggles.
I'm just
I
stood
bought
watching
them.
him run like a proud parent, seeing his kid run to like a candy store or something.
Until
There
I like
goes
trip
that
on one of the
man.
bars.
Fall off and die.
And you specifically asked someone to make those for you, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yes. As everyone just looks at you run, you see in this area
Ooh.
some more. You see what looks to be the bridge heading towards the strange pyramid-like room in the middle of the blue liquid, which I forgot what that is.
Gatorade.
Lava.
Oh.
That's lava.
Where Gar
It's blue lava. I don't know why it's blue, but it's lava.
It's the hottest lava.
You also see several creatures lurking
Oh.
out, looking at the
Oh god.
pyramid.
What the fuck?
They look like they are more of the some of them look more like Holdak. Some of them look exactly like the creatures that attacked you in the forge upstairs.
So they did attack us. They were hostile first? I don't remember exactly.
They saw you and attacked you.
Can I stealth them?
Once they saw you, they attacked you. I assume you followed Robert without looking, or because Robert just dead on sprinted.
True.
So did you dead on sprint after him, or did you start sneaking after him?
No, I would just walk, and then I'd see people down there, and I'd be like, oh, nope, not going that way.
All right.
And not say anything to Robert.
3 levels of wooden scaffolding line this 30-foot tall cliff of dark stone. On the bottommost scaffolding are 6 figures digging at the rock face. Along the length of the cliff runs an elevated set of rickety mine carts, which is where you are. You see the three of them that look more like Holdak sort of stare at you and then go back to mining.
Right.
And the other 3 do not lash out at you as well.
They're busy. We shouldn't bother.
And I'm gonna point behind me while I'm sprinting and say, "These dwarves aren't trying to kill me. Dwargar aren't trying to kill me." And then keep running.
Racist!
We're not dwarves! Oh!
Ah!
They all just turn towards you and kill you.
Oh shit!
My bad, bro. I'm gonna go look over here.
Alright. Looking one way, you just see the minecart leading to where Robert was. Mine track.
No enemies this way.
And the other way leads you up a little bit, and over in that direction a little bit.
If I walk over here, can I see what's on the other side?
Not from your height, because you have to go up far enough that a minecart could pass underneath you, and then down again.
Okay. Frito, Thea, thoughts on what Robert just said? He's sprinting across, but he's going as slow as I've ever seen someone sprint. He's still barely made any progress.
What I said only made it into whoever got hit by my point first head.
That series of words confused me.
Sure, it's fine.
I was messaging it into whoever I pointed at, essentially.
So probably Oris or Thea.
But Robert doesn't know who he hit.
Okay, if you don't know who you hit, I need you to give me a D20 roll.
I could have hit one of the Dwergar for all I know.
High or low, Oris.
I'm always high, baby.
All right, roll, Andrew.
I love to get high. 15.
15. Okay.
I high to get low.
Oris, you're the one who heard him say that.
There's evil people in there, and they're not attacking him, so maybe they're not evil. It's possible.
And if they're not going to attack us, then we can probably just leave them be.
What a novel concept.
I know, crazy for a guy like me.
I mean...
Because I want to kill the terrorists.
That's fucking racist. All goblins are terrorists. Really, Frito? Is this the type of campaign we want to be running?
All right.
Alright, I'm just going to stop talking about goblins, because it seems...
Robert, I'm going to need you to make a perception check as you run into the crystal room.
Ogie.
You find a crystal drill.
Oh, yeah. Receiving a 17.
17. All right. As you rush into the room and you start glancing around at all the wondrous stuff around you, the tunnel opens into a 20-foot high cylindrical chamber. The cavern looks like the inside of a geode, the walls encrusted with crystals that sparkle and glow. A mine track spirals around the cavern before plunging deeper into the mountain. You're in wonder of all this, looking around, and all of a sudden you see some of the crystals move, and 3 of those creatures that you fought at Cragmore Castle, the Grick, all lunge out at you, and we're going to start initiative.
What the heck?
So while you're getting into a fight, your friends are arguing on the other end of the...
Nice. 22.
22. Okay.
Should we roll as well?
Yes.
18.
8.
We are going to start on your initiative. Robert, let me move these creatures into the token layer. Alright, there you go.
Are they on the ground already?
No, they're all wrapped up in the stalactites on the ceiling.
Okay. I'm gonna shatter the middle of the ceiling in between all of them.
How big is Shatter?
I think it's like 15 by 15 or something.
So you get yourself in there.
I mean, how tall is the room?
20 feet, so I guess you could throw it up and possibly miss you?
Yeah,
Are you shorter
crouch.
than 5 feet? Oh, so you crouch down and then release it above you. Okay.
Yeah, or just lie on the ground.
And they need to make Constitution
Yeah,
saving throw.
that's a con save.
Alright, so... Okay. We got a 9, a 10, and a natural 20.
Damn.
I assume the 9 and the 10 fail.
That is correct. As this is also 15. That's going to be 15 damage for the failures, and down to 7 for the not failure.
Down to 3 for the not. We got a natural 20. Or have we been... That's what we've been doing, right? You double
Yeah.
reduce it? Yeah.
Ooh.
Alright, I'm also going to need you to make an acrobatics saving throw.
22.
Alright. You successfully dodge out of the way of all of the shattering crystal stalactites raining down on the cavern floor, as Shatter is very good at destroying solid
At
objects.
shattering things.
Yes. You successfully dodge out of the way of all of them as they come down.
And I'm gonna run back out here.
Alright. That brings us to Oris.
Well, mid-argument, Oris is like, all I'm saying is we killed a lot of goblins without even thinking about it. Whether they deserve to die or not, that's gonna have some kind of psychological effect on us. What the fuck was that sound?
You give me perception.
Perception. 9.
9. You turn. You look down the hallway where you think the sound came from, and you just see Robert running back at you.
I start waving.
Yeah, you start waving.
Hello.
I'm confused as to why he doesn't have a handful of crystals, but I'll ask him when he gets here.
Exactly. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Next is the Greeks. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can climb. 5, 6. Should I get there? This one goes 1, 2, 3, 4. As you're looking at Robert, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see 3 green crystallized creatures that you fought before in Cragmore Castle all come slithering out of the crystal room after Robert. Alright. Does a 21 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the only one. What's your HP again?
16.
That's the only one that hit you.
Just the only one.
You're like running away from them, and you feel on your heels like snapping and beaks trying to get at you, and tentacles on their face whipping at you. But they're all like missing, and then you just get slapped across the back really hard by one of them, and take 6 damage.
Slaps my butt cheeks.
We had 6 opportunities to hit you, and they missed like all of them. That brings us to Frito. Perception check.
8.
8. You also heard
18.
18. Sorry. When you heard the boom, you turned and looked and saw Robert running back at you. You're like, oh, okay. You saw Oris turn back to you and start continuing to talk about goblins and genocide and get back on his argument. But you keep watching Robert, and then you see these 3 crystalline snake creatures chase after him out of the crystal mine.
Can I use my short bow to try and attack this one?
Yes. That's right. You attuned to your braces of archery, didn't you?
Yes, sir. Fully attuned. That's going to be in 19.
19 hits?
Alright, so I get 4 d6s, because I do the sneak attack too. 6, 12, plus 5, 17 damage.
You release your arrow, and it pierces right through its neck as it's distracted, attacking Robert, and slumps to the ground, dead.
Let's go. Can I try and cunning action hide? Because I'm on the high ground.
Yes.
I have the high ground. It's gonna be a 12.
All right. Anything else?
Nah, that's all I got.
All right. Next up is Thea, who will also make perception. Thea, hears the boom, sees Robert coming back, and then just fully turns her back to get back into the conversation. Because all these 6 seconds are technically happening at the same time. Sees you run past her, and then on next round, we'll actually start doing combat stuff. Because she got a 2 on the dice, which is not going to be enough to notice anything. So that's going to bring us back to the top with Robert.
All right. I'm just going to rapier the one to my left.
Give me a roll.
Those at 21 hit him.
21 hits.
It's going to be 9 rapier and damage.
Rapier damage. How much did you say?
9.
9. All right. It looks severely bloodied, but still up and at him.
I'm going to point at Frito-Lay's.
What's your...
He went hiding. Oh, where'd he go?
Roll perception to see if you notice it.
13.
All right, you just beat his hiding. So you point at him and give him temporary HP.
And he can use his reaction to move if he wants.
You know the temporary HP is up to 4 creatures you can see, right?
Yeah, but the only person I've seen who has done anything is Frito-Lay's.
So that's a choice. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. That will then bring us to Oris.
Okay, should I roll another perception check?
Yeah.
I'm probably like, it's just something you should think about, Frito. Hey, where are you going? And then I look over in that direction. That's
This
22.
conversation isn't over.
Yeah, you look down the hallway again, and you see these
Get back here, young man.
attacking Robert as he runs back towards you.
Holy shit! He did bring crystals! I'm gonna run over and blast one with Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, which one you blasting?
That one. Do I have
All right.
55 range? Yes, I do.
Like 60.
10?
10 will not hit.
Whoops! Sorry, Robert!
Inserts it into my
You're
rectum.
trying not to hit Robert, so it goes a little wide.
Maybe squat down a little bit.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Throw it back a little bit.
For a real one?
Alright, I guess I just have Tip fly next to me, and that's my turn.
Alright, that brings us to the Correx, who are going to all attack Robert. So that's 4 attacks against you.
You're a fan favorite today, Robert.
22 hit.
Thank you. Yes.
Alright. You take 16 damage as they lash out at you with their tentacles, slapping you in the rear.
Oh my god.
Oh! Well, actually, you turn the face to them, so
Dirty
they're
boy.
slapping you in the dick. Frito, that's you.
His gricks are kinky.
Frito is gonna no scope this fucker dead on God. Am I hidden, by the way?
Unfortunately, as you, they beat your stealth, so no.
God damn it. How about a motherfucking 17?
17 hits.
My hope will never die. One. I just rolled 4 ones in a row. No fucking
My
way.
God, that's unfortunate.
But I will do 9 damage in total, which will hopefully be enough still.
To this one, right?
Yep, this one.
Yes. That is still enough to end its life.
Hooray! I picked a good time to have my worst luck of all time.
Bonus actions, movement.
I'm gonna try and hide again. 22.
Alrighty. That will probably do it. Next up is Thea, who also noticed Frito run away, so she'll turn around and see what's going on and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You dash. What else can you do? And then she gets down here and realizes there's not really a way around Robert. She's gonna stop there. That brings us back up to Robert.
Oh, hello. How high is the ledge north of me?
Oh, there is a ladder, I think, right behind you. Oh no,
That
there's
goes down.
not. I'd say probably 10.
Actually, I'm just gonna run back in.
Yeah, there's 3 levels of scaffolding on a 30-foot cliff. So each scaffold is probably at 10 feet. So you got at lava level, 10 feet up, and then 10 feet up.
I'm gonna run in and then stab your boy again. Actually,
All right.
I'm gonna whisper sexy things into his ear. Wisdom.
Ooh.
So the Dwargar are miming actions again, right?
Half of
3
them
of them
look
are-
at me and then are just mining again.
Yeah.
And they're mining the lava?
The wall that you're on, the rock face.
Okay, got it.
Did
What
we
you
win?
get to hit?
Oh.
It's what
Oh,
you need
it's
to
wisdom save. Yeah. Yeah, it succeeded.
That'll be 7 whispering damage.
You're gonna look pretty good in a soccer mom's spiritual healing kit.
I will end my turn.
All right, Oris, that's you.
Okay. Run up here. Tip flies next to me. And blast him!
Firing your laser again.
19!
19 will hit.
10 damage!
All right. Blast a chunk of crystal off of it, but it still sits there.
You son of a grick!
You son of a grix. It's its turn. Going after Robert again. Hits with another 22.
Oh,
take another 5 damage as it lashes out at you and hits you across the head.
Owie.
That will then bring us to Frito. You guys keep sending Robert first headlong into the dangerous situation, so they keep attacking Robert.
He's fucking
Get no scope,
Robert
bitch.
today. 'Cause they
18.
keep
18
kicking
will
his
hit.
ass. No Vaseline.
Are you rolling 4 1s again?
I'm doing slightly better. I rolled. It's gonna be 23 damage.
that is slightly better as you pierce
Just
this
slightly.
thing's eye socket and it falls dead.
Ba-boom. Now we kill the people on the ground.
Do you turn to attack one of them?
The younglings.
Nah, I won't. I will hide though.
All right.
24.
Everyone gets 338 experience from that.
Why did we just kill a bunch of crystals? I get up closer.
Trying to
Oh,
kill
those
me.
aren't crystals. I think these goggles affect my eyesight in ways that isn't light.
You cleaned them recently?
You have to do that?
Yeah. Thea takes a cloth and wipes them off, and you put them back on.
Holy shit! It's like real life, but in HD!
You'd been making stuff and building, and they've just been coated in dust.
Ah! I'm not blind. I thought I was